EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New England Patriots. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they can't bring him down. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
This is Knight. And a short gain down to about the 33. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Slot man moves right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franklin, he finds his man, complete. It's Knight. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Galloway's man, it's Thornton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 1st and 10, Franklin. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On 2nd down, it's Knight. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here now, a 3rd and 20. On the carry, here's Knight. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll get this down to the 38. But you look at this Patriots defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. Now hang on here, because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's got it down to the 28.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, yeah, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. In motion, there goes Bell. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Knight, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
You look at this Browns defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Fighting him off. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. T. Higgins, 42 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Franklin. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And they will only muster a yard here in the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Browns 21, Patriots 3.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Knight. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Franklin. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's brought in by Knight.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Franklin. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Franklin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Knight. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even though you're down near the goal line where things are tight, get it spread out a little bit and try and find some room to operate.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
In motion left, that's Thornton.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, it's Watson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Browns 28, Patriots 3. Justin Hopkins set to
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that would blow up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Franklin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
94 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try the air now with Watson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Knight on the handoff.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Zonovan Knight, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hudson.
Ronnie Perkins on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Second down, here's Chubb again. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Third and 2. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll find Akins there. Complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On the option, they'll go with Knight. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on second down. Franklin. Throw fighting Thornton over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A run with Knight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's get two. Keep the pressure on. Black Ultra. Build that momentum, offense.
Looking to throw. Franklin. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's get some yards, boys. Put the ball on the stride.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is
in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
A 40-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Franklin. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Knight. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Franklin. He finds his man complete. That's Knight.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, Franklin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job in protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down. Running the football, you've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Patriots 10. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready, set.
On 1st and 10, Franklin. Got it. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Thornton, the motion man right.
To throw on 2nd down, Franklin. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
this. Here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.